Well, now everybody, I'm your host Lambo Drew. You are now tuned in to another edition of the Leverage Show. I told y'all we are definitely tapped in. Y'all do not want to miss this one tonight because I told y'all we're gonna be coming with some heat every single show here on the Leverage Show. Listen, I am so glad that y'all have tuned in another night, man, especially on a night like this. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now, y'all. For those who knows, man, I've been traveling, man, all week. I had a few days where I got a chance to stop in Denver, literally from like Tuesday till today. I'll be back out there on the road, man, tomorrow in Baltimore, man. Be Moore's Town Stand Up, man. We be out there in the city, man, enjoying that, man, for quite a few days, man. We'll be out there. Don't worry. I will promise you I will make the show Tuesday night, man, right back here, man, next Tuesday. So make sure you guys are tapped in for that for sure. Definitely going down. Excited about this, man, now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, y'all make sure y'all are sharing this with everybody. Any and everybody y'all possibly can, because we are here today to make a difference on this platform, on the plays that we're running, on the things that we're doing. We're here to make a difference. We're here to help people. And for those who know, man, who we're out here to help people, we're out here to help people, man, by any means necessary. And as we've been helping people, I've been loving seeing countless of lives change. You know, this little boy, man, from out of New Orleans, man, nobody ever thought that I would be a prodigy of really, exceeding and really making it out. I told everybody knows the story. By the age of 18, man, I already told myself, I said, look, I got to leave out of the city of New Orleans to really go ahead and make it out and know that God has something way bigger for my life. And from that person who left New Orleans and everything, man, I'm telling you, turning 21, I was blessed to be able to live another 3 years so I can come back out of New Orleans and then go around the world and start helping changing culture, helping changing lives, helping changing people, helping changing family. And that's what we have been about out here. We have been for the culture. We have been for the people. We have been for mankind. We have been because we already knew that we was born to win. Some of y'all need to know that and say that out loud. You were born to win. Straight up. There ain't anything else out of your mouth that you should be saying. You were born to win. No matter what circumstances that you're in, no matter what state that you're in, no matter what place that you are in, you are born to win. I don't care what you have looked like, how many things have fell down, how many things fall down at your wayside and it didn't go through. This didn't happen for you. That didn't happen for you. Everything didn't happen for you for a reason, because if you're still breathing, you still got breath in your body to do something great in life. I don't care what that is. The greatness is not measured in the amount of people or the amount of work that you're actually doing towards the people to be people pleasers. I told you this right now. If you guys missed this on the last show, I told y'all, if you live for men's applause, you will die by their boos. I tell you, if you live for the applause of men, the cheers of men, you will die by their boos. I promise you, you will not survive by the boos when things start going against you and people are speaking negative about you. People are speaking down about you. People are speaking, man, that you ain't going to make it in. I knew that would fail. I knew you wouldn't make it. I knew you wouldn't come out of this. You will die by that. And the last thing I want you to be doing, if you're listening to this Leverage Show, for your life, your existence, your business, your network, to be predicated on you being fascinated by the boos, the cheers of people. Straight up. We are not here for that. We're here to help each other out, push each other forward, move a culture forward, move a people forward, and actually show how we do it in the excellence, even in the skin tone that we may have. No matter what creed that you are in, you've already probably been counted out against you between your family members. We all have differences, but the differences that make us out of that makes us out of a better man, makes us out of a better woman, makes us out of a better person, so that we may go help others. That's the whole nature and the name of the game to this. It's not how much we can help ourselves and put a prideful parade up and say, hey, we've done this ourselves. No, it's for us to go help others. And I'm so thankful that people who know, man, that we were out in San Diego this past week. We got back, what was it, Tuesday, the end of Monday, Tuesday, or somewhere in that area. And then boom, we're right back on the Leverage Show Tuesday. I'm in your face, man. And I told y'all I was literally underneath the weather from that time. And literally, boom, spending a little spring break with my kids, man. Shout out to them, man. Definitely enjoy a little time at the Gaylord. I know y'all seen that from my stories. Y'all know I post a lot of stories every day on my IG as well as Facebook. So you guys got a chance to see that. And then boom, me and wifey definitely we hit the scene tomorrow and we fly out to Baltimore. So ecstatic for that, to see some great people, man, some great other YouTube influencers like my guy Bill J. We're going to definitely go ahead, man, and tap in with Larry and some other great people. We're not going to mention them all. We're just going to go have a great time and enjoy ourselves, man, out there, man, in the city, man, to be more. So we definitely coming to get some chicken, and we coming to get some fish, and we coming to get chicken, fish, and crab cakes. My old lady, she want her crab cakes. My wife want her crab cakes. I'm telling y'all this right now. She want her crab cakes. So when we come there, we come and get some crab cakes, and we come and show y'all some love, and we definitely gonna make sure that we do some things, man. So I'm thankful for everybody. Listen, I really want to go ahead and say this, man. I'm ecstatic because I told y'all the trip. We got a chance to meet with Jamar James. Literally, that was amazing. We had an amazing time. And then the next, we got a chance to hang out with his crew and all the traders. They had a good time. Y'all heard the story on Tuesday. And then the next day, we got a chance to hang out with Tim Roberts. For those who don't know, probably one of the baddest guys I've seen in building business credit and going get it funded. Going actually run the play to go get it funded and following through. So we got a chance, man, to meet with my guy. And I told y'all he blessed me with 2 Kobe Bryant rookie cards that literally blessed and changed and everything, man, my life, man, because that blessed me to the core more than anything, more than friendship. And we actually did a big business deal together being there. So it was amazing and stuff like that. Still enjoying each other's time, but still in everything, man, taking care of business in the time. And everybody knows that very next day, we went on ahead and we had our time with our coach, Rashid. And Coach Rashid has been one of those gentlemen who's been a pioneer out here and who's actually been helping taking people to the next level. Matter of fact, his name is Rashid Next Level. So shout out to Coach and everything, man, for spending some time with us, man, on that Sunday, man, in San Diego, man, and got a chance just to really break bread. And then everybody asking, man, is it people that we don't know? Yeah, there's a lot of more people we don't know, but we got to get to those places of knowing those people. But we got a chance to spend time with Coach Rashid that Sunday. And just with Rashid, man, we're just able to pour into us, man, and us pour back into him. It was truly a blessing. I tell you, I was just with my guy Duke earlier today, and my guy Duke is still saying his mind is still blown from Coach Rashid on Sunday and stuff like that, of sitting in his presence and being able to have a blessing and being a blessing, man, into our lives. So see, sometimes, man, we are constantly running so many plays. We're constantly helping out people. But, man, when you get the time to give honor and to back to a man who's actually walking in integrity, walking in character, walking who's faithful, who's literally walking, who's has his family, man, in front of his face, in front of his eyes, and who's actually has a community and has goodwill and good fortune for people in front of him, and has nothing but blessings in front of him to help people genuinely. That and everything, man, goes without words, or goes without saying, as we say, because that right there, that man is honored by just the very presence that he possessed. I told him and everything, man, my wife was more honored and everything, man, that we would meet with him that day, and told him and everything, man, that please go ahead and give her love that day, because she already know what Coach Rashid has actually meant to the Leverage Show and meant to my household and men and everything, man, as well as to many other households. And we're ecstatic of our short time of knowing each other. It ain't been like we've known each other for years, but there's some people, man, who are kindred spirits, man. At the moment you meet them, they're genuine. They're genuine off the bat, brother. You don't even have to go ahead and know them and everything, man, for a lifetime. Some people you know for a lifetime, you want to run away. You tell the truth, saying the devil on the leverage show. Some people and everything, man, you want to run away. You know them from lifetime. Like, man, I still can't get rid of you yet. So again, it's not about the years and everything, man, that you've known a person. It's about and everything, man, the time that you actually have when you get in that person's value, you get in that person's presence, you get in that person's midst. What does that person make you feel like? What does that person motivate you to do? And what does that person make you inspired to be like? I'm glad to know that Coach Rashid is all of these things and that much more that he has been to my life, to my family, and my community. And listen, before we bring him in, I know he's at behind closed doors. I just seen him popped on. So it's good to see his face. Good to see him smiling behind him. Yeah, I'm buttering you up, man. Just like that turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm buttering you up, man. So don't worry about it. We're going to be excited. We're going to rock out in a minute. But first, let's go get on in the comments. Y'all know how we do on the Leverage Show. Let's make it happen out here on this Leverage Show, man. Shout out to you, my guy. Issa's in the building, man. I see you. Happy Thursday, everyone. Showing love with the smiley faces. Issa told me, he said, Lambo, I won't miss this show for tonight for anything I got to do. And for those who are out there, y'all should be the same way. This should be the can't miss show because some of y'all lives may just change with this one broadcast. Now, we ain't going to be long because last time, everybody know, we was almost 5 hours in this joint strong on this Leverage Show. And listen, with the respect of due to Coach Rashid and his family today, we're going to hit it and quit it. We're going to make sure that we do a good, nice, hard stop, hopefully, at about the 2 hour mark. So y'all be straight. Just hang on. We're going to try it. We just hang on because he's definitely got to give his family, man, and we truly respect and honor that during this time. So thank y'all for tapped in. I want to put that disclaimer out first. Some of y'all was already saying, I don't know if I can do another 5 hours, but every last one of y'all was on here saying you don't know if you can do 5 hours, and y'all was glued to the TV for all them old 4 and 5 hours that we had out here. So shout out to us for, yes, going on ahead and setting some records out here and dropping knowledge. So let's go ahead and keep this ball rolling. IC says, hello, Lambo family. Shout out to you, Isidro, man. Good to see you, man. Tapped in, man, on this broadcast. He says, hi, LA Law. Hi, Mr. Kennard Haney. Shout out and everything, man, to my guy, Isidro, man, showing love. Yes. You know that Kennard Haney and definitely LA Law was definitely coming in and making it happen and making it known up there on these stop spots. Central says, I'm ready for another epic night, man. It's definitely going to be an epic night. Make sure y'all are tapped in. We're definitely going to be sharing some great information. So make sure you guys and everything, man, are all set to go. My guy, QP, is in the building. Good to see you, QP. IC, let's go. Shout out to you, QP. Love seeing what you're doing, brother, in the building. Showing love. LA Law is in the building. Hi, IC and Q. Good to see you. You know what time it is. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Even LA Law, showing love, man, to LA Law. You know what time it is. My guy IC says, hi, Quentin, showing love to my guy QP. Thank you, Issa, man. My guy Jay Ford is in the building, man. Ford Financial Planning, man, in that pink group. Coming in here showing love, man. You already know that's the only way we know how to do it. What's going on, family, man? What's going on, man, is that we making it strong. We doing what we got to do out here, man. Shout out to you, Jay Ford. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to my guy, Jay Ford's channel, man, and Ford Financial Planning as well. And make sure you guys go and show him some love and jump in that pin group and let that pin group help change your life, man, when you guys get a chance. My guy, Freddie B's in the building. What it do, baby? Hello, man, all the way down in the boot, man. Showing love back home, man. Please give my love to fam, Britt, Jax, and all the family, man, down there, man. Let them know Lambo, man, gives them a big hello, man, and big love, man, and showing them some serious love, man, all the way up here, man, in Colorado. Love y'all guys down there. They know what time it is. Hello, Leverage family. There goes my beautiful wife, my beautiful bride, all showing love. Coach Rashid is in the back showing love to you right now, baby. I know you can't see it, but I can see it. This is what it's about, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Thank you, baby. Thank you. My wife was like, Coach Rashid gonna be on that Thursday night. Oh, we going. We out there. You already know it's on and popping. So shout out to you. And I feel the same way about Coach and his family, man. Excited to see him and his family grow and bless and prosper, man, and just as well as my family is towards him. And that's just the mutual love we have towards each other. Shout out to me having the best wife, girl. Already told you and everything, man. She got to get her migraine pills ready for this weekend. That's an inside joke. We're going to leave that alone for the married folks. Freddie B. Spoke it into existence. I'm speaking it into existence. Man, you already right, man. That's what it's about. Speaking it into existence, showing love, man, and making it do what it do out there, man. Thank you, Freddie B. Keep doing it. Keep representing. Hey, I'm going to see you soon. You already know, man. We're going to definitely tap all the way in, Brian. Thank you, Freddie B. QP says, man, what's up, Leverage fam? Man, we in here doing it. Getting ready to get rocking tonight, man. QP, you already know. LA Law. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Mrs. Johnson. You know what it is. Freddie B say, evening to you, LA Law and the Johnson family. Showing love and everything, man, right back. My guy, Freddie B, man, making it do what it do. You know what time it is. Leverage show. Let's go. Jay Ford, he's got the fire emoji, brother. We're going to be cooking in here, doing what we got to do. Hi, Miss Tiffany Matthews. Thank you for joining in, man. Shout out to my guy, QP, for allowing you to come back to the Leverage show, man, and really tap in to this wonderful family, man. So thank you, Miss Tiffany, man, for seeing you out here again. Hi, LA Law, showing love and everything. You know what time it is. That's how we do out here, man. My guy, B Streets in the building. I see you, baby. Let's tap in, baby. Let's tap in. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody is tapping in on this broadcast from all over. That's what we loving to see with the love. Hey, you know, B, you know I'm a jokester. I'm going to make sure we have everybody in here laughing, man. LA Law says, hi, Jay Ford. Hi, Tiffany, showing love. LA Law's giving Jay Ford some love. Hi, Tiffany, man. QP is showing love. I see y'all in the building. Cutie Potato for life, showing love. Hello, everyone. You know what time it is. QP, hey, Cutie, you know what time it is. We're trying to get through this. Oh, my God, Dee Dee's Chicken and Cat Shack. Shout out to you. Hey, Coach Rashid, you already know them, huh, Coach? They down there in your neck of the woods, man. They out there, man, in San Diego, in L.A., man. So you know what time it is. Come out here showing love. I got a chance to meet with David and his wonderful wife, Crystal, earlier today. Truly amazing people, man. So thankful that you can be involved, man, with the Leverage Show family and all the love, man, that we're actually hearing, all the knowledge and game that we're dropping. But I'm thankful that y'all get to meet with one of y'all guys right now, y'all neighbors. You can just go ahead and pull up to his crib. No, don't pull up to his crib because I don't know this Coach Rashid. Maybe a different ball game. You can go ahead and DM him, and he'll make sure that he'll go ahead and tap in with y'all. But thank you, David, and thank you, Crystal. Truly amazing people, man. So glad to welcome you to the Leverage Show family. Thank y'all. Bless y'all, man. LA Law, man, showing love, man. The High Dee Dee's Chicken. You already know what time it is. Let's go get it. Let's go make it happen. My little bro in the building. What's up, big bro, man? Look, we're showing love. You know what time it is. Let's get ready to make it happen. Let's get ready to go higher, man. My baby say OMG. She already know what time it is, baby. Go ahead, baby, and get that headache medicine on because you already know what time it is. It's time to go ahead and enjoy this thing. Courtney, what's up, man? Greetings, Lambo. I know we're going to hear something good. Boy, you know, these San Diego and LA people, y'all bringing them out tonight. Shout out to you, Coach Rashid. Shout out to you, Courtney. I got a chance to speak with you earlier, man, briefly. Truly was amazing while we were sitting down talking with my man, Duke. It was definitely a blessing time. Man, I'm truly appreciating the love. You guys are going to hear some good. And it ain't going to be just me. It's going to be the voice of this next man. We getting through it. Hi, Courtney. Welcome in. LA Law showing love already to my guy, Courtney. Hi, Facebook fam. LA Law showing love right to Courtney as well, man, in the Facebook fam. Courtney giving a big thanks. Thank you, Courtney, man. Courtney was one of the gentlemen that we got a chance to meet last week. Out there, man, in LA with Jamar James and the DCG Elite Conference, man. Truly him and David. I've been talking about them too for like the past week. I can't even get them out of my conversation. So you know what time it is. So thank y'all for tapping in. Listen, without further ado, because we can do some talking, and I'm going to need these hour and 40 minutes to be dedicated to my guy, Coach Rashid, because he can definitely bring it and make sure he's bringing it. So I got to make sure, man, that y'all are ready to go. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I done gave him the introduction of all introductions. I don't even need to keep gassing him up. He is what he is. He know that we love him. Welcome to the Leverage Show. Honored my guest back again, Coach Rashid. Next level. What's up, Coach?
Whoa. man.
What's up, Coach? What's up, Coach?
man. It's just, man, look, it's just like a high five, a hug, a fist bump, man. It's all of that, man.
Hey, you know what time it is. Let's go. Foot is on the gas. We on there. Let's go make it happen. It's time for us to do this thing. Welcome to the show, Coach, man. Talk to us, man. It's like I ain't seen it about almost a week, but less than a week.
Yeah, man. It's like, man, it was just like yesterday. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh man. Much love to your wife, man. So, oh man, just thank you. Man, it just warmed my heart, man. I didn't have words, you know. I'm sitting there, at the what was it? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was just anticipating, like, man, look, 1 o'clock, man. When is it coming? Let's go. And and I think, like I told you on that day, right? You was like, I'm gonna tell you, I don't go out. Like, we do some things here or there. My wife, she got some friends, they got kids, they do their thing. Yeah. But man, I go out, come back. I don't party, I don't do none of that. So I'm like, I don't know where nothing is. So when you was like, oh man, where we? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Hey, we was looking for some Caribbean food, brother, and me and Duke, we found a Caribbean joint. We come on now, we gonna show our colors. We want some Jamaican food. Yo, where the Jamaican food at? We come and get it, man. And I told Coach where we was at. Coach like, oh, don't worry about that. I ain't too far from there.
Yeah. That was crazy because I was out riding and I said, okay, I'm gonna find a spot. So I said, okay, it may be downtown. So I said, okay. But then when you told me that, you guys thinking about going out to Piero Beach or something like that, Coronado. I was like, oh, okay. So I literally went down past the library and there was a park out there. And I was like, man, this is a nice spot. Not too bad today. And then I said, man, no parking though. I said, nah, let's keep it moving. So I said, let me get out of the city. So I'm coming back. And I passed right by the bridge, the parkway where the bridge is going to Coronado. And I mean, as soon as I passed it, I hit a stop sign because I was off the street. I was at a stop sign and I'm sitting there like, okay, should I go left or should I keep going straight? I said, wait a minute, I got to figure out where to go. And I'm sitting there, man, and you replied, and you said, we just come from Coronado. I was like, what? I said, man, that's just like And then when you said that y'all was going to the Rock Steady, I was like, all right, you put the address. I was like, oh man, Market Street. I said, man, if I just keep going straight, take that left, bam, I'm right there. I said, man, look at you. I said, man, this thing worked out so good.
It worked out like the way it was supposed to work out, man. Come on now, Coach. You expect anything different, man? You understand?
That was awesome.
Different. And that was my first time, actually, for everybody to know, that was my first time physically meeting Coach. A lot of the people since COVID and everything else, and then we're doing YouTube, we've only met through here. But genuine brothers, like pulling up, like, yo, I'm getting ready to pull up on you. I'm not telling you, and I told Coach, I'm not the type of person that Lambo, if I'm telling you I'm pulling up on you, I'm really pulling up on you. I'm not pulling up on you. Then you're looking to see if I'm pulling up on you. No, I'm pulling up on you. And genuine from out the gate, man. And from that point on, I think Duke was sitting on the opposite side, right? And he's laughing because they get a chance to meet. And I will say this real quick. Then the next minute, Duke turns around and he's just like, them two brothers is going in their own zone.
Man, it was just good, man. I mean, it just warmed my heart, man. I'm telling you, because like I said, I was, when we get ready to leave, it's that feeling of, oh man, he leaving like now? Like, no.
And
like, wait a minute.
We haven't even gotten into or even a smidgen of the stuff. We had just got a little stuff. And I think that what he left us with, what Coach left us with, Duke was up, jumping up from the table. He said, Drew, you woke me all the way up, Drew. You and Coach. Because he was showing numbers. And numbers don't lie. People lie. People can take a bunch of fictitious stuff. They can lie. But numbers don't lie. And then especially programs that are more dedicated to actually help people. And that's what I kind of was telling you. You know, Lambo's into automated income. And anytime you see automated income and passive income, that's what more I'm into. I love my time. I love spending time with my family when I can. Love spending time with my friends. Love spending time pouring back into people. You understand? Yeah. And if I'm wrapped up into one thing, that's not me. And that just takes my entire day away. And I've missed the purpose of why I'm here while I'm destined to be here. We're not destined to be here and everything a long time. We're destined to be here a short time. So within that short time, make sure you have the biggest impact that you've ever had, and you're enjoying those memories and those moments with the people you love and the family that you love. And we're blessed and esteemed for Coach Rashid to be one of those innovators who actually has tested it out, tried and tested. Me and him both. We were talking about the stuff that did go down, the stuff that didn't make it. And we talked about a lot of the stuff that is making it. And Coach said something so profound before we were getting ready to leave. He said, Lambo, I've been winning for a whole year now. I've been winning for a whole year now. Now, that doesn't mean along the journey there has been some stuff that has dropped off. It means I've been winning. All of my plays still I've been winning. And that's what most people don't know. They don't have a plan. And when they do have a plan, the plan and everything may not live up to their expectations. And what people need to understand is, how do I pivot from this if this plan doesn't meet my expectations or doesn't reach the goals that I desire? And now we have some plays that people are able to pivot a lot more easier. Thanks to Coach, thanks to you and your network, thanks to me and my network and some great people that we've been running into. And we've been able to help limit those blows and those losses that you've been taking in life to help you out a little further. And that's why Coach Rashid is here tonight. We ain't gonna go too much further than that, man, because I know we're trying to cram it in, y'all. We're trying to. So don't worry about it. We're gonna get it. Right? We're gonna get it.
That's good stuff though, man. I appreciate that. I see my man James is on. I appreciate that. I said, in order for me to keep it in line and like I said, and really hit those points. So I made some notes, man. I've been reviewing, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try my best to stick to this schedule I got here. Because like I said, I know how we can do this. So my objective.
See, I put my game face on, right, Coach? Because I'm already like, it can go left field. But no, it's a good left field for us. It's a good left field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Business and enjoying.
So one of the things that, and I definitely want people to know, I want to give them content. I want to give them value, right? I know that one of the things that anybody that knows me, everything that Lambo was talking about, look, that's why we were on for 4.5, almost 5 hours, because we just get into it and time just melts away because it's value. Right. And it's love. I mean, that's like, we don't, there's no stopping point because, we're not, I mean, it's just a continuous, value flow and value stream. So one of the things that I wanted to do, so I wanted to at least put out, a few parameters about what I'm going to talk about and try to stay on point. And then if I can give you that information, maybe you could keep me on point. So here's my ultimate objective, like forever. If for the folks that don't know me and for the folks that do, Claudia's on. Okay, cool. So one of the things that my goal in 2022, the first thing, when I did an intro video on YouTube, I did a whole new video. I had, a nice little intro done up for me. And the one thing I said at the end was, my goal is to reduce risk and increase your profits. That's my goal. That's my goal from beginning. That's going to always be my goal for anybody in my community, right? Because I may not be able to get rid of all the risk because I don't own the program. I don't own the process. All I own is my decision, right? And my decision to do my due diligence, my decision to look at the criteria and see if it meets my risk tolerance. Those are the things that I can do. And so when I'm coaching or consulting with someone, then that really is, at the end of the day, the one thing you can hold me to is I can reduce your risk and I can increase your profits. That right there. But the model that one must follow to get that to happen on a consistent basis is you have to find balance in your portfolio. You have to find balance in your portfolio. And how do you do that? The proper balance comes with portfolio diversification, right? And so we have to have the right plays in the portfolio. And a lot of times people say diversification, they say due diligence. A lot of these things come out as buzzwords and they don't really have any value or substance or content behind it. And it's unfortunate. I've literally heard a guy on YouTube he went off. I mean, literally went off on people that talk about passive income, but they're working so hard to get that income. So he was like, that's a false narrative. You if it's passive, you're not working. Like you said, automated. That's how it has to come. Right. And that's why CP is such a great program, because the money comes to your wallet. You don't have to go chase it. It hits your wallet. So, one of the things that I like to talk about is, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it at the end, because I want to close it out with a few, key points. RSOI, that's something I came up with a while back. And an RSI to me was a reliable source of information. So that's what we have on our shoulders. We have a responsibility, especially in this space, to provide a reliable source of information. We cannot be on here trying to be creditable and not provide a reliable source of information. We are those vessels. And so that's why we take it seriously. And that's why we are passionate about anybody that hears our voice and actually decides, hey, I want to do that. Okay. And that's where BOJ, that's why I love him, because he makes sure he's saying, this is my journey. I'm telling you my story. Of course, it's nice for you to join in and get on some of those plays, but I don't think you ever hear me say this. I'm not telling you a story. I'm telling you a journey. I'm not talking about my journey. I'm here to provide you with a way to get out of the situation you're in, or a better situation. I'm here to make sure that you make money. That's what I'm here for, right? I'm not here to talk about all the bad stuff and all the good. No. Somebody asked me, why do you remove the videos that of plays that don't work, or if they failed, or if they scammed out or whatever? Why do you take them off your site? Because they're not necessary anymore. Yeah, they're part of your journey. But at the end of the day, my journey is I got rid of that, and now I've learned from it. Now replaced it with something better. If I didn't focus on the good, then I would have stayed stuck in the past. I will continue that same cycle because my energy would still be focused over there. My energy is never focused on the negative, right? And so when something happens and things drop, guess what? I keep it moving. You know why? Because I set it up right. And that's why I continue to tell people. I have people that have been in my groups for, a year, 2 years ago, and then boom, they disappeared because they felt like, oh, you know what? I lost the money. I'm gonna go over and follow somebody else. Guess what? They're back. You know why? Because I am very consistent with a positive mindset that I will win. I'm not going to play with nobody's, emotions. I'm not going to play with their money. I'm not going to play with their livelihood. Not happening, right? I believe in what I'm doing, and I know that I'm on a mission to make sure people reduce your risk and increase your profits. Because at the end of the day, if you set your goal and say, this is where I want to be, and this is your time frame, then guess what? You work with me, I work with you. If you want to do it on your own, not a problem. I don't make nobody, I don't force nobody. I said, look, here's my information. Here's what I'm doing. If you want to do this, great. If you're in one program with me and you're in 5 somewhere else, that's cool. We can still work together. Yeah. I can't tell you, look, you have to choose my 5. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm here to do. But you got to have some solid plays if you're going to follow this pattern, right? You have to have solid plays. You can't have some wishy-washy stuff. Now, I want to hit a couple of things because it's on my mind right now. And I said, okay, let me give some balance in And because a lot of people ask me about other programs, and I heard BOJ talked about this the other day on his lives, and it was interesting because it's like I love the contrast, right? That's what's so cool about all of us out here. We do things the same, but we do things a little different, and that's great because people need to see those different things.
Okay.
He talked about people will contact him and say, hey, can you help me out with this? Or, hey, can you review this? Or can you review that? He's like, if he's not in it, he says, no, I'm not going to talk about something I'm not in.
Yep.
Well, guess what? I make it a point to learn about everything around me because I'm going to compare and contrast. I got to know I'm doing the right one. I got to know that I'm providing the right information. I got to know that what I'm providing to my audience, my community that spans the globe, I got people that can't afford but $10 to $15 or $20.
Yeah.
So I got to know that thing is going to last. I got to know that one has some legs. It's got to have the criteria to meet that requirement. So if that person says, look, I like that, should I get in it? If I say, oh, well, I'm not in it, so don't, that doesn't help them, right? So that's just a different way that I look at it. I will review it. I'm going to tell you, I have given people programs that I'm not even in.
Yeah.
Because if it's a good program, I don't see anything wrong with it. Cool. Hey, roll with it. So I say that to say this. Today, there's a few plays that I don't have the bandwidth to even try to get in them because I have enough right now that's working and it's fine. But I'm gonna tell you, Lambo, I think I got something for you though. I got something for your audience tonight that's fire. And I didn't even know it was coming, but it just happened, and today just happened to be the day that it's like, oh, I might have to drop this one because they actually have something going on Saturday morning that I'm like, oh man, people don't know about it. It's gonna be, I can't. I got to give it up. So, and it's the first, and so that's where that balance is. That's where that diversification in your portfolio. It can't be this. You can't have 10. Well, you can if you want, but you don't want to have 10 Forex platforms in your portfolio. Say I'm diversified. It just doesn't work that way. What if all 10 of them are using traders domain?
Yeah. But people who know,
I mean, I'm not saying that they bad folks, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying because of the situation that they were presented with and the problem they had at that point.
Yeah.
Then I had 3 plays that went down and they all were using traders domain. So
Forex is, and that's the gamble you play with these type of plays like this.
Yeah. So that was a tough situation. But, fortunately, those weren't the ones that were at my primary level. I like I said, now it's been about a year. Last month, I think last time we were on, it was probably about 9 to 10 months or something like that. But now I'm closer to a year that those same ones that sustain me have continued to sustain me. I don't take money from my bank account to do any of this.
Say that one more time for the people in the back to hear you, Coach. Go ahead. Say that because we laughed at this one. Go ahead, Coach.
So, but this is a very, very. This is where people want to get to, and this is why I say this, and I say it with empathy as well as humility. You want to get to a point where you don't have to. At first, you might have to, but you don't have to go to your bank account, your savings, whatever account you got out there to fund any of these type of online investments. I haven't done that in forever, right? Yeah. And because there's a couple of reasons. Sometimes you're forced into it. Think about it. FTX should have shook you up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Coinbase was my catalyst. Coinbase, the play that I got into, which was CGL back last March, April, right about April last year.
Okay.
That was the one where I didn't follow the instructions, so it was my bad. But what happened, I actually utilized a centralized exchange versus a decentralized wallet, and I was trying to send funds to the account. And I understand how that worked in the background, but at that time I didn't think about it, and I doing different things, and I just missed that little instruction. And as soon as I sent it, they were like, "Oh, red flag." I was like, "Whoa, what? This is legit. I mean, people putting in millions. What's going on?" but it wasn't about, where it's from, it's where it was going, and so much going into that account, then it's just automatic. Boom, they got to throw a flag up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
just told a couple of that earlier today doing a Zoom with them, and about the same thing. So go ahead, you hit the confirmation. Go ahead, coach.
So that thing went off, and here's what happens: it can't touch the receiving wallet, but it can definitely touch its customer, which is you. And so it locked my account for 90 days. Think about that. Think about all your crypto in an account, and you trying to do some of these plays. You see something nice come up and you're ready to go, and you can't get your money. I got a guy right now. It's been 3 weeks. He never had an exchange account, whatever, went to Coinbase, set it up, and my man has been trying his best to get his money. And I said, man, look, I gave you 3 options. You chose one of them. Okay, well, we'll try something else. But he has never been able to get his money. He literally bank account set up, everything connected to Coinbase, and he made the purchase of the crypto. Won't let him move it. It's sitting in his account. It still won't let him move it. Still not approved, not approved. So, that's the kind of nonsense that we're dealing with. If we had those 4 or 5 hours, then we would get into the CBDCs. We would get into the banking. You know what I'm saying? We would get into Kenya, the president. Like, yo, my man is like, look, forget about that dollar. Like, we are taking over. We're taking control. I mean, we talk about Russia. Russia saying, look, Africa, I got you. I got you. Boom. Cancel all that debt. We going forward. Why? Because nobody else is taking care of you like we are. Why? Because we know what's going on. We know what happened in the past. We were part of the problem. Now we're going to be part of the solution. So, BRICS is where it's at. And then BRICS is going to have like it's going to be 10 like letter acronym or something after a while. NATO going to be NATO, but BRICS going to be like BRICS A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Oh boy, you 100% right, but that's the truth. That's what we're actually playing against at this point.
So and like I said, I definitely don't want to go over into the politics or whatever. But at the end of the day, you've got to understand the impact on crypto versus digital currency. We can get into Fed now, right? That's upon us, right? The U.S. government. This was years ago. They were talking about doing the digital dollar.
Yeah, and talking about it.
Yeah, so it's nothing new, but I'm gonna tell you what kind of got me though is when I'm listening to this one. I just did a couple of people actually, and I did some research, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this Fed now, which is supposed to give you quick access to paying bills and utilities, but having access to digital dollar or digital currency is not crypto. Don't get it twisted. They are using some blockchain services, but it's not tied into the creation of the currency. It's still fiat. And so it's still centralized. And so they're trying to do is say, look, and this stuff is so hot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to the Silicon Valley Bank and the Silvergate, and you start to just roll out this thing, you peel back the onion on it, and you're like, wait a minute. And then what comes at the end? Oh, wait a minute. Fed now in the digital dollar. Oh, wait a minute. And these jokers still trying to kick off these CBDCs around the globe. Don't you see what's going on? Look, you better get into your crypto and your offshore accounts and be prepared. Yes. So anyway, okay. Let me keep it. Let's
go, coach. Let's go, coach. Because you didn't unleash about 10 different topics right there we can touch. Let's go.
So here's the thing, right? I want to make sure people understand where I'm coming from, right? Because I look to help people point blank period. And I want to make sure that I deliver the right information. And that's the beauty. Oh, okay. That's cool. The tape fell. Anyway, I don't know if you can see me now.
Yeah, we can still see you. You good to go?
Okay. So the beauty of it is, right, being in the presence, like I said, of yourself and really good people, then we are what I consider RSOI, right? Reliable source of information. And that right there is your due diligence. That kicks off your due diligence. You got to find somebody out there that's doing what you're trying to understand, what you're trying to learn, what you want to get your head around. Yeah. And then you can do, whatever you do, because everybody has different things that appeal to them. So
Yeah.
that right there is key, right? We got really powerhouses, people. And, and I know we talked about the Penn Group, and I love listening, like I said, Jay Ford. I mean, just value is all over the place, and I know he was on the other day with you, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it's just powerful. And Brother Kennard, man, look at that. Just fire, man. These are just great people.
Kennard
right?
be on another level, man. Shout out Ken for the win.
Yeah, absolutely great people.
I told you how much, man, they enjoy and appreciate you, man. But go ahead, Coach. We already know.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I'm here of service, man. So I do want to, but diversification, I want to make sure people understand the things, just like I said, for myself, because a lot of people may not know, or I may not have communicated that as much last time. But yeah, that's really my goal is, let me see how I can reduce risk and improve profits. And so if you decide, hey, I'm going to go check Coach out, I'm going to hit your Telegram group, I'm going to look at what you got going on, and I may decide to jump in. I'm going to tell you, if I have it listed on my current projects, you can bet on it.
Yeah.
There is nothing in there that's not working.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I'm talking months. Like, I mean, and I talk about it, and I'll tell anybody, Sapir Global, Zenique Technologies, it is absolutely the gold standard when it comes to blockchain based companies. It is absolutely hands down one of the best out there. Now, it's not for everybody. It is a long-term play. They have some very valuable, and they're very meticulous about who they partner with and the coins and tokens and projects that they bring on, but they are light years ahead. I don't know if you guys know, but if you keep up with, what's going on out there, and I'm sure, like I said, Lambo, you got some high crypto educated folks on. I know they probably know what I'm saying, but so BlackRock is, they're one of their officials said that, hey, look, he told his team or his company, whoever it was an article about it, that, hey, we think tokenization is the next big thing. So this is BlackRock talking about tokenization. Guess what? 2 years ago, that was the keystone. That was the corner. That was the launch pad for Zenique Technologies. Wow. They came into it saying, we're going to focus on tokenization. This is what they've been doing from the get-go, right? And so here I'm looking at this like, wait a minute. So BlackRock today is talking about something that Zenique they were already planning and positioning themselves in the DeFi space to do that. That's why they have a Zenique coin. They have the Zenique wallet. They got the Zenique smart chain. There's only 9 smart chains out there in multiple blockchains, and most of them are built on the Ethereum virtual, machine.
Yeah.
Zenique is a standalone blockchain, right? They did start with just like Binance. Binance started with EVM, and you know what I'm saying? And man, oh man, it's just so much stuff. But anyway, so when I'm talking about like, things that are solid, things that have been with me, I can sit here and say yes, like, and in that one, and just because I want people to understand that I'm not out here, playing games, in the first 6 months or so, average, I think my volume was over 2 million. And I think it was December, January, that was right at about a little bit over 200,000 in that one, but averaging about between 10 and 20,000 a month with that program. Yeah. Now it's all about sustainability. So they went into phases. So now they're bringing on new tokenization projects. And so those tokens, they get staked and they just take time. But we're minting, no mining, it's all minting, right? So that's a big deal for me. But that one, stake, boom, is there. I don't recruit. I do presentations. I keep updated. But no, it's just riding. It's just doing its thing. Okay. So that one is stable, right? So when I talk diversification, this is key, because I want people to understand when I talk about what I'm going to give you some of these current programs and just, I'm not going to go in deep, but I want to get to, because I really want to get to the new play, and just so I can put it out there, because there's people that have talked about this particular area of trading, so to speak.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into this. This is the first time that I've gotten into it because of the time I put in trying to find out which ones were good, which ones are going to work. And that's why it took me so long to get there. But it may not be new to everybody, but it's new to my portfolio. That's kind of the thing I want to talk about. It's about time. It's the right time for me.
Yeah.
So we know what's out there. These are not in my portfolio, but they keep coming and coming and people keep saying, Rashid, what about this? Rashid, what about that? We got QZ, what's that? QZ management, asset management, QZ asset management. So that's something that I see big. South Africa is huge. They just came off the back of Solarium that died. And now QZ asset management seems to be all the buzz. You know, it looks interesting. It looks pretty cool. They talking about NASDAQ, talking about going on the stock market, going public. So not to my taste, but a lot of people, a lot of buzz. The one that's hitting right now that some of the influencers in this space that we all know is talking about the sports betting.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So that project is getting off the ground. Kurtum also talked about it. JMZ talked about it. So, and I'm sure there's a couple other people that are probably going to jump on board. I know that
man as well. So shout out to you. Yeah,
exactly. So I saw that. Yep, I did see it in the pin group. And so, but it's just not in not what I do. But I'm looking at it. It's got a little different twist to it. I said, okay, cool.
1% a day, 6%.
Yeah. So, hey, you know what?
Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. Go ahead.
I mean, no, but these are just those things that are popping up, you know, that on the horizon. That it's just that I'm not in it, and I don't have any intention on getting it because you know what I'm saying, I already have certain things, and I got to stay focused. And like I said, I like my time, you know, with my family, so I can't add too much. And the other one, Max Spread is obviously out there. It's got something going on that seems like it's a little different. Seems like they might be coming up with something that is attractive. A lot of people are on it. So, you know, I'll stay tuned, check it out. Vortic United. I did. Along when they first started, like I said, Crypto also hit me up and he was like, hey, you know, want to jump in? Okay, cool. I got in. I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't log in. I was like, what the? I'm like, yo, I hadn't put any money in it, but I had set up my account. I'm like, why can't I log in? And so I said, well, you know what, I get back to it. I never could log in. So I said, you know what? Keep it moving. Now, I think it's a value. I think they're making money. I think the guy's legit. I've seen the interviews. I have no problem with the program. It didn't work for me. So I kept it moving. And the same thing happened with AAS. There's a lot of people out there that's really, really bullish on, you know, Africa arbitrage system. That's cool. I put some money in it. Just, you know, like I said, I was talking to somebody. They were like, yeah, okay. Boom. I put a little bit in it. I left it. It was earning. I was like, okay, great. I went to take some money out. Nothing happened. I said, okay, wow. That's weird. So then next time I looked in there, I saw that I had been earning for literally 2 months. Money was missing, like zeros. I'm like, where did that go? And I said, man, I ain't trying to play games with these people. So I pulled back, right? I said, I'm not promoting it, but I got money in it and it kept growing. So just a couple of days ago, I went back. I said, let me try to withdraw because that's the only time that things work. I clicked and within probably less than a minute, I had my $200 in my account. I said, well, I guess it does work. so
hey,
you know,
it worked. But I love what you're saying is because you're giving out a lot of plays. Coaches giving out a lot of plays now that are out there. People are either getting ready to hype up or have already hyped it up. But that's nothing solid or lower risk that he's willing to bet and everything, man, the house on and stuff like that. So shout out to Coach for really naming all of these plays like this.
Yeah. So there, like I said, I don't have a problem with them. I haven't done a lot of deep research. I've been hit up about it, so I look at it. And I'm sure, a lot of people are going to get in there and, hey, make some money. That's all good. Like I said, Novotech, same thing. So there's programs out there that I never got in, but that didn't mean that you can't make money with them. So I acknowledge that. I review those. I will look at them, and I want to know what's going on, what's happening. And I've always done that. And so, that's something that I like to do because I want to know if I'm doing this, if I'm doing something that has a similar ROI, that has a similar business model, then at least I'm good. I'm like, okay, I don't have to add that one because I already have something like that, right? So that's a big deal for me, is not to add too many, because I want to understand my limitations. Look, how much time do I want to spend doing the active side of a passive income program? Because of the videos and stuff like that. So that's just the space that we're in. We've chosen to go that route. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to hit the ones that I am in and that I do believe in. And I feel that there are a lot of us in some of these. So definitely it's not a comparison to who's doing what. It's just the fact that I do believe in what I'm doing because of the track record. And I'm really, really wanting people to, just be open-minded to these things. If you are looking at it and it's not about me. Don't get that wrong. You may have already talked to somebody. You may have watched somebody else's video and just still thinking about it. If I can shed some light on that little piece in your mind that's saying, and now you're like, oh, okay, cool. That's what I'm here for. So we're going to hit up, let's say the first couple of ones I want to hit real quick. CP, right? We got crypto program.
Just was talking about a lovely couple earlier about that one. And I was just letting them know, I said, man, I'm so upset because a week ago they had to pull all of the videos down because it went from a public play to a private play. But it really, like, how much value we had in those videos, Coach.
Dang.
And we're trying to explain it. We're trying to explain the play. Me and BLJ was talking earlier about this. We're trying to explain the play with what we have and what we actually have available in our accounts and showing them this. That's nice. But showing them some of the other plays with these videos kind of broke it down, even with the interviews with Ed himself, which people are missing that value of it. And I'm like, but just know it's a solid play. It's been working. And people have been able, on their loan package, they've been able to receive a payment from their loan package of 25% a month. So that's been amazing to help change lives. Imagine what you would do if you had a loan package payment of a receipt of that. And I'm saying it correct terminology, you understand? Of that coming back from, Google ads and YouTube and all of this other stuff of marketing. Imagine if you receive that back every month. Wow. Of that payment on your loan amount every month. Okay. Imagine if you see it. It's not an investment. So we can't speak it as an investment. Me and Coach, we talking real on here. We don't want Ed, man, shooting a DM the Lambo and Coach Rashid. Hey, y'all. They forward me y'all video.
You're right, man. Because I was like, man, I just made a video and here he come. And I contacted my sponsor. I was like, look, I got to get this off my chest. I'm like, man, one of the arguments though that I've seen with these type of events, and even in CGL it happened as well. But CGL is always right. Crown Global has always been, look, there are no YouTube, no social media, none of that. So it was never that. But some people had a problem with there was talk about, look, we're going to eliminate the referral plan. So, because they said it all from the beginning that they may take that away because, it just that because your energy is going towards, okay, how many people can I bring into the program versus just benefiting from what they're providing you. You put your money in, you get this return, which is ridiculous return. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was something that, because I didn't talk to anybody. I was like, okay, keep it private. Boom. Okay, cool. And I left it at that. And then after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, I know some people that probably can handle this, and reached out to them. And all of a sudden, you know, I got about 6 or 7 people that jump in the program with me. So I was pretty excited about that, but I didn't market it. I didn't do no big video. I didn't, you know, I said, that's the rule, done. And so that was my argument with the CP was, okay, look, Ed, if you want your program to not attract the nonsense, then it should have been private from the beginning.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was my thing, is like, don't, you know, we made stream, and now all of a sudden, you know, all right, let's turn left. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, it did what it did. But I said, you know what? This is just part of it. And we keep it moving, right? So that definitely is a powerful play. You know, it's paying out, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's funding pretty much. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's taking care of everything else I got, just so y'all know.
Everything like that. When that couple earlier seen that, they was looking at me, and I was like, yo, I love talking to couples. Because when I talk to you couples, I can talk with you in your face. I can actually see what both of y'all looking like. You know, why do your eyeballs, you know? Let me see how y'all look like. You understand? Because I want you to see it. Because what happens is people don't have a drawn out plan like you're talking about. They don't have that. And I love to be able to introduce a nice laid out plan, something you can see tangible, so that you can make a decision and you feel comfortable. I want you to be able to rest that night. You got to toss and turn about these decisions. And the coach is talking about, maybe this is not the play that you should be in, and you're risking too much, where your risk tolerance now is just going through the roof, and you really can't handle it. So you need to minimize that if you can't sleep at night because of these plays. So
that's something, that's powerful, right? I mean, and that's something that people have to really be careful of. It's one thing to be nervous because it's a new area, new genre, or, you know, new space, but it's another thing to be in it, and then after a few times, you're still feeling that way. It's like, whoa, you're not following the rules. And you know, and we got rules, and we follow in this space, and that is solid. And you always hear the primary rule is, you know, don't put more in than you're willing to lose, and are willing to risk. And so that's a really big deal. So solid play, definitely, always, you know, no matter what happens, you know, behind the management scene, as long as they're kicking it out, doing what they're supposed to do, it's all good. The boss. So Blue Ocean Society, you know.
I was trying to get that one to one of the other couple a day, and I was like, oh boy, I got some stuff for y'all. Don't worry about it. But I'm excited. I'm excited because when we get there to happen. But go ahead, Coach. Talk about Blue Ocean Society and what they have did just so recently that others may have didn't know. What made it happen that gives them the availability to probably get in.
Yeah.
Better rate.
So Blue Ocean Society, they had a phase 1, and knowing the, like I said, Elizabeth, you know, behind the scenes, called Ellis now. I know her from a previous program, and she actually, you know, sponsored me into Crown Global. And so we continued with our relationship, you know, within the business. And so she had reached out to me, and it's like, hey, did you know, this is something that I'm doing? I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, you're the one started this. I'm like, okay. So then I said, okay, yeah, definitely get in. So the beautiful thing about the way it's structured, phase 1 was minimum 20% per month, right? This was around August, September, all the way to December. We knew it was up to December, but we didn't know how much the ROI was going to be until December, because when you get on a call with the traders, and one of the good things is, compared to a lot of other ones, they actually record their Zoom calls, and the trader is off the charts. That joker is a sensei when it comes to, you know, when it comes to technical analysis. Oh my goodness, you know, Joe.
That is a great terminology.
You're running it down. And so, you know, And I mean, but after a while, boom, you're making your money, things are happening. I'm like, all right, so I can go over and do something else. True passive income.
Yeah.
So the first phase one ended in December. In phase one, minimum 20% was the promise. And now this is the same thing. You're loaning them the funds, and they're taking those funds and collectively putting them into a trading account. And the guy from Australia, he's trading, he's doing that. And so what he did, he returned for us 31.7% every month in phase one. Blew our minds. I made over, I don't know, about 150% in my little 4.5 months or whatever it was. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
So then phase two kicks in January, January 20th, I think. And so we were like, all right, what we're going to have, what we're going to get, we were thinking the same thing. Well, they came back and was like, okay, about 7.5% is the minimum. So here's the beauty of what they were doing. They're giving you every time you hear something, it's like up to, right? Because everybody's like, hey, you can't give us a static, ROI. There's people that go as far as saying, oh, it's a scam if it's a static ROI. No. She says, look, we know who we dealing with. We know his track record. And my man said he can deliver, then boom. So they went with a minimum of 7.5%. You will get a minimum of 7.5% return on the loan that you give to them while they put that into the trades. So I was like, okay, at first I was kind of like, what? But then, Lambo Drew, he corrected me, got me straight. And I was like, all right, that's a good one. We keeping it moving. So that was going, and so we're good like now. So they said, look, and and I don't want to get into some of the things, but I have conversations, with the owner and everything. And believe me, if you get on those calls, you'll see, and I'll reference the calls that everybody can see, just so I don't provide information that I shouldn't be giving out. But that 20% is looking pretty good for this phase two per month. Definitely something that is possible based upon what I know with that particular program. So that's just incredible, because the one thing they're trying to do is make sure that the funds are in the trades. Let the trader trade, without taking out a lot of withdrawals out. You can withdraw, but they're trying to tell you, don't withdraw just yet. Let him finish the cycle, and then you'll see a higher return. Now, what they've done.
How long is the cycles as well, for those who may be curious about each cycle and the strategy behind Boss itself?
Okay. So one of the things that Boss is doing is they're bringing in additional investment opportunities. Of course, like I said, you're loaning them the money to do it, but they're investing it into something. And so right now they have like some experts in the oil and gas, industry that are going out there saying, hey, look, here's an opportunity within 110 days. Within 110 days, we could double your money. So that's just crazy. And I think they came back with, they said maybe 50%, 90%, and then basically 100%. So double your money. So they are doing things like that. They're talking to people that have track records, that have legitimate business opportunities that we can put some money in and actually see a return in a short period of time. So that's something that they've always planned to do, and now they're showing us they're doing it. But every quarter, so you're looking at least every quarter, then they can actually provide us with, here's the ROI per month for that quarter. Now, their goal really is, the longer you leave it in, the more money they have to trade in the system, the more ROI that can be delivered. And so that could stretch out, up to a year. If people didn't want to take their money out and just let it ride, and they had, the 600 to 800 million in there that they're trading with, man, you could easily come back with 30% per month for a whole year. That would be crazy, but it's possible. It's possible. It just depends on how much is in their trading. So right now, what they've done is they've decided that phase two was $12,000 buy-in. That was the minimum deposit, was $12,000. just recently, within the last maybe couple of weeks, probably less, we got a notification that they said, hey, here's a survey. Should we do this? Came back and they were like, look, predominantly people were like, yeah, we need to lower it because there are other people that I believe will definitely jump in and help, with this particular program, as well as would appreciate, this crazy ROI that we get. So that was where they went down and said, okay, instead of 12,000, then we dropped the entry level down to 5,000. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, man, if people don't jump on this, because at first I was like, hey, boom, passive income, put my money in, let it ride. And that's all I'm doing. I don't plan on taking out nothing right now because I don't need to do that. That's why the diversification is so, so powerful. The balancing of your portfolio is so powerful because programs like that, you want to leave your funds in. The longer they're in, oh my gosh, because you put in 5,000 and you leave it in for 6 months. You have, can you imagine? You could literally 400 or 500%. So because they are serious about the person, it's not one of these, something online or some app. No, they're dealing with a physical person that has a company, that has a team of people and has a track record. He was doing like 19 million, when he first started. And now he's got various clients. I think he's doing something like 20 million like 20 billion or something. The numbers are just crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And he's managing that, and phenomenal. He'll take you all the way back to 1958 and tell you about wheat, bring you all the way to 2022 and talk about, Tesla. My man got it all. Powerful, very powerful. He's very powerful. So that's what's up with Boss. Boss is a private, play. Blue Ocean Society is what it is. You won't see advertisement on it. Mm-hmm. And so, you just got to reach out to, like I said, I know my man, Lambo Drew got it. And, you can get some more insight on that. We can always do private calls. We can always do some private Zooms and we can chop it up. Okay.
So we got these two plays. So CP, the minimum to get in with that is 550, right? 550. With CP, that's a private play, not a switch supply play, which for your loan, you actually turn around and you receive a payback of your loan of 25% a month. And then on this side, BOS, same play, 5,000 is the entry level now for that. Yep. For that loan amount that you loaned them that money, they're actually giving a payback on your loan of about 30%, but they're guaranteeing 7.5%.
Right.
Let's get this right. Guaranteed monthly 7.5%.
So the beauty of it is you're going to win. That's the great thing is you're going to win. And that 7.5, believe me, if they got the same person that's trading that brought in, over 30% last time, what do you think it's going to do this time?
Yeah, so, with more capital, more people in, more volume. It's a different ball game.
Big time.
Go ahead, Coach. I didn't mean to interrupt, man.
So that's good.
For people who are taking notes and who are interested in getting in. Okay, CP 25%, loan package 25% monthly. The other one, longevity, long-term play 5,000 minimum to get in and kind of connect me and everything. A minimum of 7.5, but I've been seeing numbers of 30 and 32%, a month. So keep going, Coach. Amazing job.
No, that's real powerful there. I'm really, really looking forward to that one paying out. So they got a new dashboard coming up soon as well. All right, so those I got kind of in one little group. Now I got a couple other ones I got in the next group. This one is super exciting to me because this one launched in November 2022. That was their first launch, and they had a lot of interest in it. A lot of people jumped on board. I'm talking every influencer, every YouTuber, everybody out there. They was on it. Yeah. But when it did launch, the admin side just couldn't handle everything, and so they started having some problems. And then people looked at it and said, The ROI just didn't really match up to my expectation. And so they said, okay, you know what? We got to fix some things in the background. We got some people out here that are really, really going at us in a bad way. So let us dial it back and let's look at this, right? Not giving up, not quitting. Let's take a look at it. So Fusion Experience did launch in November, right? They pulled it back. They tried to come back out a little too soon and still didn't hit the mark. So a lot of the people that were interested at first, they decided to go ahead and pull out. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick with these guys. Why? Let's go back to that term. What is it? Diversification.
Diversification.
I don't need one program, right? So Fusion Experience didn't help or hurt me. I mean, it was there, and I said, if they come back, great. If they don't, it's all good. I mean, not like I hadn't been here before. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's where you got to get to a point where your risk tolerance is, I don't depend on one program. And when I submit any money, if it's a loan or if it's a deposit or if it's, if it's what you call it, sunk cost, either way, you got to let it go. Yeah. If it comes back, be grateful. If it don't, keep it moving. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So with Fusion Experience, I said, no problem. I'm going to focus on these other things and let's see what happens when it comes back. Yeah. It's been November. So we're talking at least 4 or 5 months or so. Yeah. So I'm talking to, me and I got some partners in Africa that, were saying, hey, look, Rashid, we literally are tired of losing. We've been with this person, that person, and we watch what you do. You seem to have integrity, the nice things. And I appreciate that because my goal is to be that is I'm not faking. That's who I am. And so I was very appreciative that they recognized that. And so then we had some conversations and all of a sudden they're like, look, what is it that you have that we can definitely get in and something that we can trust, something that, we can feel good about because we've lost so much. We don't have a lot to even put in right now. Yeah. So I said, all right, you know what? I definitely not, I don't, nobody's taking advantage of you no more. We got to do the thing, do the right thing. And so I look back and I said, wait a minute, I got this one sitting over here. Right. So I got this Fusion Experience that just dormant, like no activity, no trading, no nothing. But I'm believing that, hey, they're coming back. These guys, they were serious. I felt like, they were good people. Yeah. And, so as we were, just trying to get it back going and get people, used to just that kind of the process using BAP 20 and different things. The one leader over there, she reached out to one of the executives, ambassadors for the program and says, hey, I need some help. And so they had been communicating. He was like, okay, he wants to kind of work directly. And she was like, no. You need to talk to my upline. My leader is Coach Rashid. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, so, okay. So I'm just doing my thing, right? And when I get approached, we get on a Zoom call. Now I'm talking to the, people behind the program. They've been tweaking things. They've been directly working with the developers with the bot. And so what I saw was straight up people with integrity, man. They were like, look, we are not going to take nobody's money. Everything is still intact. Yeah. It's just that we trusted what people were telling us versus seeing it for ourselves. They said this time we went to the developers and said, show me that we can move the needle on this. We have got to be more competitive. What is the problem? And they said, we fixed that problem. And I said, all right. Because I told them straight up, I said, I cannot market this program, no matter how nice you guys are, if you're coming in less than 3% a week. Yeah. I can't. It's just, I can't, right? I mean, how? There's too much other stuff out there. If Novatech being
waste of time, if you look
at it. It's a big, I can't, I'm like, that's not value added for me. And and even though I looked at it as a program that, okay, you're not going to rug pull, you're committed to making this thing work, but are you paying people enough to even keep them around? Yeah. So that was the other problem, right? I said, you got to be competitive. You got to at least come in where I said, Novatech is like the minimum standard for everything. I'm just not saying it's a bad program.
No,
I'm
but
just
Novatech
saying,
is you're making about 3% a week off of
right,
Novatech. You
right,
can't match Novatech, and that's at the slower end of the scale. Then we
yeah,
got a problem here.
exactly.
Per week. Go ahead,
That's
Coach.
but
How
that's
are you saying
exactly
this? And we actually deal with banks where we may get 3% a
right,
year, and we're
right,
sitting there like 3% a week in the ballpark of what we're talking about. So
exactly.
different mentality. Let's go, Coach. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
No, but see, and so that's where I was at. I said, okay, if you can at least do that, then I'll push it, And so, but everything else had to kind of fall into place. And we were like, look, you got to support, people, they need support. Like, what are you going to do to help them? I don't normally ask for anything, but I'm like, I don't need it. But I said, but I got a team over there that's been burnt numerous times. And there's people right now in Kenya, in Nigeria, in South Africa that just burnt people, just took their money and ran, and they got another team in there talk about a new program asking for more money.
Yeah.
It's every day, right? And even when I'm talking to my leader over there, she's like, my gosh, the person that was on her team before in Nigeria, she's got paid from the new company that's trying to pitch. They're in Kenya right now trying to pitch this new program and trying to get her and her team because she got money in her pocket because they have paid her to do it. And she's like, no, I'm with Fusion Experience. So I talk about Fusion Experience because I spent time, with the guys behind the scenes talking, making sure that things are legit. I'm gonna tell you what happened for me, light bulb moment. I'm sitting here saying, okay, I don't need another program, but I got people that can benefit by starting with this program, diversification, balance. I got to get you started here in order to get you to here. So they're like, okay, because minimum $10 to get in the program. So, load is very, very low barrier, low barrier to entry. So that right there was a big plus. Do I recommend putting $10 in to trade? Of course not. But at least it's a place that they can start and feel part of the system, get some confidence back, and then you don't second guess folks. People can come up with money when they need to.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the start, right? And I started having conversations with them. We had Zoom calls with the Dr. Dennis and the people behind the scenes, and they were, just really passionate about, we have done everything. This thing is so powerful. The bots are doing this and that, and they got 3 different strategies that they're using, and I was like, okay. And I kept thinking that the 3 to 5% per week was before the profit. So I thought, okay, so we're going to get 40% of the 3.3 to 5. That's what I kept thinking. And I'm like, still, we're like 1.2. Like, are you kidding me? So I was like, y'all good people, but So one day we were on a call, literally like about a couple of weeks ago, right before we did the launch, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm missing. I want to make sure I got this right. I said, are you really doing 3 to 5? I said, is that the best you can do? He says 3 to 5 on your capital. I said, what? I said, wait a minute. Did you? I said, man, you telling me I've been missing this all this time? I'm like, oh, okay. I said, all right, we're here. So originally, just so people know, it was about 1.5 per week. That was the breakdown. And nobody was buying that. It was like, no, that ain't no. I'm talking people just exit stage left. Like, nope. Yep. And so they had to rebuild that thing. So Fusion Experience has, to me, become that entry point. Now, if people do step up and put their money in and give them an opportunity to show and prove, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's going to be a contender. Because these guys are committed to making this thing work. The bot, they got some really experienced people, the developers that's with the bot. And so I'm really impressed with what I've seen. And I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with the, executives and, like I said, the founders and everybody to understand what was going on. And before I get out there and do any presentation, I got to know. Yeah. And so now, I'm the global ambassador for Fusion Experience. Right? So yeah, I'm a little partial to like, y'all need to come on and get on board.
Yes, please get on board ASAP with this. because we coming.
So it's hot. It's hot. 3 to 5. So we run the numbers, and we know that 3 to 5% a week. And here's what we know: the bot has been able to deliver high enough to where we can earn more than 5% a week on a good week. So that's possible. I can't promise you nothing, but it's possible. So if they even get to the 5% on a consistent basis, you can run the numbers. That's 5% a week, about 20% a month. We're right there in the running now. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. And a lot of people, I got some teams blazing. They're doing a launch April 8th in Kenya. So if you got anybody in Kenya, tell them to, holler at my folks. But they got a team over there that's running. We got some secret weapons out there that we didn't even know. And those, oh man, they hot. They are all over Kenya. So really excited. I got Kenya, South Africa, and we got some folks out in Nigeria as well. But we got all points in Kenya. So it's really, really exciting. So that's growing. That's growing.
Shout out to Team Kenya out there. Keep going.
So they happen, man. So I went up there. Let me push forward. So Fusion Experience. So definitely every Wednesday and Saturday, I'm doing live presentations on that. Let's see. VidiLook. So let me hit that for real quick.
VidiLook. VidiLook is the one that you can go look at ads and get paid for ads. Is that really true? Let us know and talk to us. Give us some good numbers, Coach. This is true. We're talking about automated income, y'all. Let's go, Coach.
Automated income. Man, this is the easiest thing. I literally had to do a video to show how I earn about $45 to $60 a day for about 45 to 60 minutes worth of effort. Can't say it's work, but it's an effort. So VidiLook is a pay-to-click platform. That's what we call it, pay-to-click, because you're getting paid for watching an ad or clicking. When it says claim, you click. Now, guess what happens if you don't click? You still get paid. Just saying. So truly passive. Now, it has 4 levels that you can enter, $50 minimum, up to 4-star, which is your $1,500, dollars. It's in USDT, TRC20. So basically, excuse me. And I'm telling you, I don't even know some of the things that go on in the app. All I know is I log in. All right, I pay my $1,500.
Yeah.
I log in, and I go to ads. I click on ads. Boom, it opens up. They start running. I got 2 options. I can look at it and hit the claim every 10 seconds because it only takes 10 seconds and you can claim. Or I can go about my business for the next 45 to an hour and come back and it's finished. I don't know about you, but that's an easy $45 for about 60 minutes.
So 60 minutes worth of time is paying people $45 to $60. If they choose. Now, you got to buy into the package.
Yeah.
So he did a disclaimer on that. He let you guys know you have to buy in. It's not nothing you just jump in front of a computer screen and say, let me get at him. Let me at him. No, it's a program that you actually have to buy. There's certain packages. So let's talk about that. And it's funny because T. Hughes, you just even asked the same question. There we go.
Okay.
I told you. We was already ahead, y'all. Let's go. Come on.
So with that, so 50 is the minimum. So we got 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star. And $50 is the minimum. So if you pay $50, then you're going to get a very minimal amount of ads. You're making about $1.50 a day at that level. Yeah. Then you have the $150 level, which will get you about $4.50 a day. Then you have the $500 level that gets you about $30, and then you have the $1,500 level gets you $45 a day. So if you calculate that out, then that's about 3% a day, 2.5 to 3% a day, and over 33 days, you're going to break even at 33 days. Okay, so you literally can, virtually, in a sense, you're gonna get your principal amount back within the first month. right? So by 33 days, that's pretty powerful. I actually wrote somewhere, every program I put, when do you break even? And VidiLook was definitely number one within about a month. And
so you mean to tell me, let me say this real quickly, Coach. You mean to tell me a person could park money into this, go watch ads for maybe about 2 hours of the day, or they don't even have to watch ads. Let the ads watch them as long as the ads is running. Still get paid consistently, and within 30 days, 33 days technically, recoup 100% of their principal back.
100%. It took me 2 weeks to get mine back. Because of there's a referral plan as well, so you can earn percentages. I'm gonna tell you how this is different too. I haven't studied it at all because I just, it took me a while to even get in it, and I just kind of had it to the side. But I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So with the referral plan, let's say somebody joins, let's say the $1,500 level. Okay, $1,500 level, you join, you get 10%. Right? $150. Then the next person joins. Guess how much you get? 20%. Interesting. Then the third person joins. No, it's 10, 10, then 20. And then the next person is 30%. Wait a minute. So my fourth person is 30%. Oh my gosh. So what if, and this is kind of the strategy that's being used right now. You can purchase the $1,500 package, make $45 a day, easy money. Or you can purchase all 4 packages, starting with $1,500, then the $500, then the $150, and then the $50, $2,200. Now you're going to earn $66 a day. Same time frame, you're still going to get paid. You're going to make your money back in the same time frame. From the time that you made the purchase. If you purchase them, different days, then of course, 33 days from that time. But if you did it, let's say that one day you made that first purchase and then you went back and made the next purchase all in the same day, guess what? 33 days later, you got at least $2,200 in there. If you do refer a few people and people say, wow, you know what? I'm just sitting at home doing nothing anyway. Or, you know what? I watch these ads on YouTube and it makes me mad. Well, do they pay you to watch those ads? Oh my gosh, guess what? Now you get paid. So yeah, and the ads, some of them are pretty high quality. You got ads about Honda, and I did an example. I said, okay, let's think about it. If Honda, for instance, decided that it cost them $5,000 to do an ad campaign, and it ended up within the VidiLook platform because there's, Sequoia Capital, some other big names behind it. And that's $5,000, right? And it ended up in there. You watch that and you say, I like that, new Honda there. Let's say the Honda costs $25,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is on the low end, but yeah, $25K. Somebody decides, maybe you watching the ad or somebody else that's linked to VidiLook some kind of way. They go purchase that $25,000 vehicle. Is that $5,000 to get somebody to hit the page, look at the ad, click on the ad, and go buy the vehicle? Is it worth that $5,000?
Every bit of it.
Every bit. You see what I'm saying? So people ask the question, how can they pay, 3% a day? Because of that example right there, right? People, this is nothing new. I did Google AdWords a long time ago. I did internet marketing. I did high ticket items online. I had people in South Africa paying $15,000 for a seminar that I was selling online. So I understand how this works. It is pay per click. This is called pay to click. Pay to click. Yeah. So they're paying you to click on this ad. That's all they're doing. And so the company, the ones behind the program, they were just really, really smart and took a concept that's always been out there and just bundled it into a different type of program and offered it in a way that we all make money. So absolutely, absolutely cool.
I guess
my question was confusion. Oh,
okay. Well, we had to already shift gears. So it was already on VidiLook. Okay, well go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead then.
Fusion. Oh, okay. So Fusion. So Fusion, yeah, minimum is $10. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hold on, wait. $10 someone could get into?
$10. You can try it out, see if it works. I mean, I just can't see. Just try it out. Just be a part of it. Help these brothers, really, really get this thing off the ground. I use an example of $1,000, and I show that with $1,000, if you come, and it automatically compounds as well. It's a weekly trading cycle. So it goes for 1 week, then you get the results. Goes for another week, get the results. You have an hour or so to withdraw. People ask about the withdrawal. Okay, why is it an hour? For security reasons. Because they had problems in the past with people trying to hack in the system, stealing the wallet address. I mean, it was really crazy stuff. Yeah. So they said they keep the window tight. Boom. And yes, they want to keep more money in the trading, because one thing I repeat every time I talk about Fusion Experience in any trading platform, if you are not putting funds in it, it doesn't work.
Yes. Fact.
So you can sign up. Oh, and by the way, if you don't activate your account with at least $10, it will purge you out of the system. They do a purge every so often. They just did one. It wiped out a lot of folks because a lot of people sign up, which for the life of me, I still don't get it. They sign up. They don't deposit any money. I'm like, what? What was your motivation if you're not going to actually put funds in the program in order to earn? So yeah, they do purge the system, and so it won't bog down the servers. So yes, but Fusion Experience minimum is $10. So if you know people across the globe that's interested in the program, please, hey, Saturday morning, 10:30 PST. I do a presentation every Wednesday, every Saturday.
Yes. And that we'll make sure that we hook you guys up with Coach definitely after the broadcast. Get all his information for you for that, because he does an amazing job, man, talking about Fusion and all the benefits of Fusion with that.
Absolutely.
All right, Coach, let's keep rolling. We rocking and rolling, Coach. We rocking and rolling. We got y'all see the notes on that list. He ain't playing.
So those were some good ones. I wanted to get those out. So right now we're about to, we're about to move into something hot.
It is hot. We going in hot. Let's go. Let's
most
go.
Potent, most attractive. I'm gonna tell you, the most attractive program today that I'm feeling is the anonymous trading platform.
Now, this is, Coach, this is my get up and walk away and just give you your spotlight, because I'm showing you what I did Sunday and I'm letting you have it. I'll see you when I get back, Coach.
Look, man, here's the thing, right? Everybody, I want you guys to know this is probably the most powerful program because of how they have entered into the trading space, but they've done it from an angle that I haven't seen before. And everybody on the Zoom call, and I know some of you probably are in the program, and so you definitely know what I'm talking about. For those that don't, oh my gosh, it took me 6 Zoom calls. Now, I'm pretty, well versed in this space, I believe, but I could not latch on to what was so exciting, what was so attractive. Why are so many people jumping on this? That I'm talking influencers that I've watched, that I see. I'm like, what's going on? Like something is going on. And so I jump on the Zoom call. I'm listening in. They got the guy that's met the owners and seen the system. And I'm like, okay, let's hear it from the real people. And I said, okay, seems pretty basic. So I kind of left that first piece, and I just wanted to know, okay, how do I make the money? I want to see what's that catch? What's the thing that's going to pull me in and say, oh, that's different from what I'm already doing? I kept waiting, and I said, okay, Q&A was good. People asked questions. I said, all right. That's when I started getting a little more value out of it. I said, okay, that's a good question. I'm glad they said that. So I'm watching, and I'm watching. And that 6th day, they start talking about the liquidity provider. The funny thing is, I just didn't jump on the call early enough in the previous days when they were talking about that piece. So I missed that piece. So when somebody asked about, like, really down to how are we really making money? Can you break that down? And when they start breaking down, and Christoph was the guy that was breaking it down. He's the guy, like I said, that's overseas, and he actually took some time. He had some lawyers and a group of investors, went to Turkey and checked everything out. So when they started explaining that, they are not in the trading piece. And I'm gonna cut this down real short because I can't go through it all. It's just too much. But here's the piece that really got me. This is the win-win that we've always looked for. Win-win. There's no win-lose in this formula. And this is why it's so powerful. They actually have a program where it's called anonymous trading because they don't want no public, advertisement. They don't want all that. So they want to keep it anonymous. So you won't see a lot of videos and you won't see the back office. They invite you to the Zoom call, get on the Zoom call, and you will be blown away. Every person that I've asked to join the Zoom call, a couple of people said, look, we got you, Rashid. We trust you. Where do we start? Okay, great. I appreciate that. But get on the Zoom call because it blew me away because I didn't know this piece. When I was studying DeFi, right, understand yield farming, staking, DeFi loans, stuff like that, I heard about the liquidity provider, the market maker, stuff like that. But I didn't really understand it. Just so many moving parts. So I said, man, let me go back over here to, some blockchain, some crypto, some trading, and what I understand. A lot of us may not have heard of the liquidity provider, what role it plays. But you may hear the term and still really not understand what role it plays. Well, let me give you kind of what got me hooked with this anonymous program. The program itself, they're focused on not the trading. The trading is going to happen. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see Bitcoin has all these transactions. I'm talking millions and millions of transactions a day. All those transactions are happening. And I'm not able to pull up a graphic or anything, but kind of, hopefully I can give you a picture. When you're looking at the trading chart, you'll see the green and the red, right? And so on those charts, you have the red, you have the green. You always see those two. In between, because they're never going to, flip-flop. They're always going to move in sync. They may get smaller, they may get larger. Between those two is a spread. So here's the beauty. Everybody up to this point, like, okay, yeah, arbitrage. What's arbitrage trading? Arbitrage trading is buy low, sell high. So when somebody wants to buy and somebody wants to sell, the green and red, right? In between those is a spread. Hey, I'm going to make some money. I'm going to make, 30 cents, 100, $1, maybe $2. And if you're dealing with Bitcoin, you could easily make $50 or whatever. But there's somebody making money in that spread, right? That's how arbitrage works. But did you know that somebody has to fund, right? Somebody's putting up the funds for that liquidity. Now, these guys got a deal to where they said, look, we can bring about 270 million into your platform. There's a broker over here. There's some trading over here. There's a platform over here. And then we come in with the liquid. So when we come in with the liquid, we become the liquidity providers. And then they said, no. We already have that piece. So they said, okay, you have a liquidity provider. Hey, liquidity provider, we will guarantee that we can fund what you're doing. So now we become part of that piece. Don't you know the liquidity provider wins 100% of the time? Why? Because the funds are there. So if you're trading, if you win the trade, you get the win, right? If you lose a trade, you lose. But guess what? The liquidity provider is still going to earn no matter what because there's an agreement. And these guys have an agreement with the liquidity provider and says, hey, look, we'll fund all of that with our group, which it's like crowdfunding, we're all the ones there. And the company says, look, we'll pay all of us anywhere from 0.5% all the way up to 1% or a little bit over 1% per day compounded. And we'll give you some bonuses and all that. And the liquidity provider is like, great, I need that because I need to supplement what we're doing. And so we come in as the quote unquote, I'm gonna use the term investor, but so I use that loosely because I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investment advisor. We come in with the funds, and the company says, we'll pay you to make sure your funds are available in this market. But here's what happens. We're not gonna trade your funds. We're just gonna guarantee what's already there. Since we have that backup, your money is never in jeopardy at all. Never in jeopardy. You just win because when somebody sells Bitcoin or somebody buys Bitcoin, that transaction requires liquidity. We get a percentage from the transaction, not the trade. That right there blew my mind. We earn from the transaction, not the trade. There will always be a transaction. There will always be a buy and a sell. Somebody will win, somebody will lose. And guess what? We, based on the transaction, get our percentage based on what they are doing. No matter if it's win or loss, we get paid. That's how powerful the anonymous program is. Mind-blowing when you really, really think about it. It goes a lot deeper than that. So one other thing about it, they have these plans. So you have a plan where you can start, you got the matrix plan, and then you have some scalping plans. So they do have some trading that they do, which is a separate program, but the matrix plan is the one that's built on just the transaction benefit, right? So straight up win-win. With the matrix plans, you have anywhere from a $500 minimum all the way up to $250,000 that you can deposit and earn off of. Every one of those have bonuses associated with them that will be added to your balance upon entry, okay? So you have the 500 minimum, and with that 500 minimum, in a 6-month term, 80-20 split, 80% gets reinvested, 20% comes to you. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to take it out, it's in your wallet, right? On the dashboard. If you want to hold it, whatever you want to do, it is yours. 6 months, you're going to get about a 430 to 480% return on your funds. That includes the bonus that they put in for you. So if they're going to give you 50%, you put in 500, right? Then you're going to get 50%, which is 250, whatever it is. It's 20%. 20%. It's 50% on the silver. So you got the bronze, which is 20% bonus on the 500. So you get it $600. So you're going to have $600 working for you in the system. And so for that 6-month period, you get a return of about 430%. Okay. Now because it's about $3,000 after 6 months. Now you get your principal back as well. The silver plan, which when I talk to people, and I recommend the silver plan on both, silver plan on the matrix and the silver plan in the scalping. And I'll tell you the differences here. The silver plan in the matrix is $2,500. You're going to get 50% bonus that's going to be added to that, which is going to give you $3,750. And so you're earning off of the $3,750 about 0.8%. I've been earning about 0.9 up to 1% a day on that since I've been in the program. So it's been pretty cool. Then it reverted back to about 0.83, 0.82. But beautiful thing. So that's your silver plan is 2,500 is the minimum, and it goes all the way up to 10,000. So anywhere between those numbers is your silver plan. The next one is silver plus, and then it goes to gold, and it goes to gold plus, and then it goes to platinum, and then it goes to purple diamond, right? So you can go all the way up. But in that silver plan, 2,500, 50% bonus gives you $3,750. That runs for 6 months. That 2,500 that you deposited will return you about 12,000, about a 480% return in those 6 months. Very powerful, right? Now, a lot of people are pretty excited about that and pretty impressed with that. Pretty cool. But here's what I recommend. If you are serious about literally changing the game for yourself, your family, your future generations, and you're tired of what happened in the past, and you've been looking for something solid, something that works, something that is straight win-win, we do have a scalping plan as well. So they both work together, by the way. But let's just say you wanted to go with, hey, look, I'm making money over here. That's why the balance and the diversification is so important. You want to continue with whatever else you have that's bringing in those funds. Crypto program, boom, paying you because you have a strategy, is paying you every day, right? It's paying you every week. So you have a strategy where that's abundance, that's your bank right there. Then you are not tied to having to take that 20% on that split. So if you're like, hey, look, I'll take that because I want to have a little bit coming out, but I don't really need a lot. So let me go with the scalping plan. The scalping plan starts at 500. It's a goal. It's only 4. The matrix plans is 7 plans, but the scalping has 4 plans. And there is a locked-in term for the scalping plans. Okay, so the lock-in bronze is $500 for 3 months, locked in, and you're going to get a nice ROI on that. The silver plan is $1,001 up to $5,000, and that, like I said, is between 20 and 35% return between all 4 plans, and that's per month. But they do calculate it per day because it's compounded every day. Then your gold plan is $5,001 up to $24,000, and that runs for 6 months. And then you have the platinum plan, which is $25,000 and up, and it runs for 12 months. Here's the beauty about these plans. There are bonuses attached to each one. You can get 200% bonus on that plan. That 200% will take you way, 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 way into places that you may not ever been. So let's say you go with the platinum plan, $25,000 buy. They're going to give you 200% bonus right up front. So what goes into the actual scalping trades is $75,000. That $75,000 locks in for 12 months. At the end of 12 months, I mistakenly told somebody, oh, you'll make over like 1.3 million at the end of that. That was enough. Then when I went back and looked, I was like, oh, my bad. It's 3.3 million in 12 months. So if you got 25,000 that you're ready to put somewhere, somehow, and you really are serious about changing the game for yourself, your family, community, your world, then that plan is definitely for you. Now, if you want to have some cash flow, then you look at the matrix plans. Like I said, we always recommend both because then you can earn a little bit off of this one, and this other one you can let it go, but you're still benefiting both ways. In the platinum plan, and then you have the purple diamond plans, those are 100,000, and it gets you up to 400% bonus on a $250,000 plan. So that 250,000
Oh, I don't know what didn't happen to Coach. Coach is sitting there talking numbers to where the whole thing has officially is frozen up on Coach. But don't worry about it. I know Coach will be back pretty soon. Whatever happens, definitely gonna happen. Don't worry about it. He's coming back in. Hold on, y'all. Giving him his screenshot back. Hold up. Here we go. Coach, I already know, brother. You scorching them up over here. I'm telling you, I'm trying to give them the same way how me and Duke had to get up out the table and walk out the restaurant. So I'm getting you back to your solo shot. Go ahead, Coach. Keep on. Keep on, good soul.
Wow. Man. So, okay, my batteries, man, both of my phones, my batteries are struggling. Man, at the end of the day, I want you guys to know that anonymous trading has changed the game. They have created a win-win. And that right there is the difference between regular trading and this. I'm telling you, my good friend is in Air Force with me. I talked to him in years. And I saw that he was, in associated with the crypto and space. I talked to him about a week and a half ago. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, man? I saw that you were involved in this program. He's like, yeah, man, I didn't know you was in this space. So anyway, he says, what kind of plays you got? Well, he basically he whatever he said, it was that's what he was getting at. We talked, and the first thing I said was anonymous because it's so hot, man. I'm gonna tell you, he's been with a group, a really, really predominant organization out there that has some good programs. He looked at anonymous and he said, man, I went through everything in the Telegram group. He said, I was reading everything from start to finish. He said, man, I don't know why people would do anything else. And my man said, look, which one do I need to get into? He says, based on what I see you doing, you tell me exactly what I need to do right now. And I gave him the options. And I said, look, man, that ain't what I do, but I'll give you some options and you choose what you want to do because I don't know your monies. And he made his decisions and he came in pretty high. But what happened though, he had some challenges with getting his funds, going to the bank, trying to move some things around. And so I basically, what I do with a lot of folks is I take, money that I have and I said, just send me, Cash App, Zelle, whatever you can, and boom. And we worked it out that way. So that's what I'm about. If you're serious about making it happen, then, hey, I'll go to my bank, which is Exodus, my Exodus bank, and, we'll make it happen. So quality program, I would say this, if you are serious, if you want to know more about it, look, just get in touch with me. I'll get you the link, the Zooms. These guys are amazing. And I let them break it down. It's so much more to it, but at the end of the day, it's a win-win. And that's the difference, that you can't lose. And I hate to say you can't lose because there's always some risk involved, but you're not in the trade. You're on the win side. If it's just transaction, you're getting a percentage of the transaction. So somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Guess what? You're in the middle, just getting your little piece. And that's what they're doing for you. And that little piece, that 25K with the bonus becomes 3.3 million at the end of 12 months. And yes, you can come in at 500. So you don't have to come in at 25K. But I'm just saying, if you've been in this space for a while, you probably got some money stashed and you want to make it happen. But my plug right now is, and this is kind of a transition. I hope that was explained in a good way that people could understand. Hopefully there was some impact there because I'm telling you, it blew me away. And if you got any questions, we can definitely get you hooked up with the folks that do the presentations, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they have a training on Saturday. You want to have, because the one of the things, and I know Lambo Drew has a crypto card, crypto program where he can utilize as well. And I have one. I'm looking to get another one here really soon. You got to get a crypto debit card, not a crypto credit card, crypto debit card. You got to get one of those. Yes, if there's an offshore account, bank account that's attached, that's a plus, but it's not mandatory. But definitely you got to make sure you do that because these exchanges are being hit and they're tightening up. And so there's, some things happening, and then you don't want to get yourself caught out there like that. And even if you're trying to exchange funds, the banking system, they tighten it up. They're trying to get in position to force people to use the CBDC. So you got to be careful with that. But get with me on that and I can help you out. Definitely help you out. All right. So before my battery dies, and I do have like about 10 minutes before I have to go, I want to just say this. Proprietary firms. You have never heard me talk about it because I every time I looked into it, it was something wrong, something was failing, things was happening. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being on tonight, and thank you for your patience. Definitely, absolutely an honor to be here. So that's going to be something that I believe I got to add that to my portfolio. The proprietary firm, I got one that is, yeah, Kennard, we got you. We got you, no problem. But yeah, Lambro, I mean, if you know, however, if they can contact me directly, I think Kennard is in my group anyway, Telegram group.
He is. I will make sure that I am actually directing everybody to your YouTube channel where people can kind of get in from that and get a hold of you from that. So yeah, dude, what you already know, man, I got you covered.
No problem, no problem. So yeah, the proprietary, so prop firm. I you know, I looked at a lot of stuff. I saw the challenges. I know that, you know, passive income Croc, you know, he had some positive, then he had some negative. This one's only been about 3 weeks, but the trader has about 10 years of experience. They're doing a launch on Saturday. So for everybody on here, one, this is the balance. You got your CP, you got your fusion experience, you got your anonymous trading, and then this prop firm. And I, you know, like for the folks that know, you're talking one, other people's money. I just didn't, like I said, I just hadn't found one that made sense for me. But as I continue, and then I had a partner sent me something the other day. And here's what, I mean, this is always how things are working out. You send me the information and I'm like, what? 2 to 4%? I'm like, come on, bro. I'm good. You know, that was my first year. You know what I'm saying?
Type of numbers, though. I tell everybody.
so that was my first, you know, I'm like, So then I go back and I looked at it. I said, you know what? I tell people this, I always will review. You send me something, I kind of know who you are. I will look at it. So I opened up the Zoom call. They had a Q&A with the trader. He's the founder of the program and everything. So I go through that and he's explaining it. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Let me run those numbers. So he got 2 plans that they offer. They have other plans, but they were only talking about these 2, the 100,000 and 200,000, right? Minimum 1,500 to get into the 100,000 and 2,500 for the 200,000. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the returns. Gross here, so let me give you some quick, because I know my phone will dial me. Gross profit monthly gross. Remember, these are just numbers. Around 240% gross profit monthly. Net 48% monthly with other people's money.
Yeah.
So I'm you know, I really am feeling like that's just something I haven't done. I haven't included it. And it's new to me based upon what I've been looking at. So, but I think where I'm at now, it's something that, you know, there's no monthly fees. If they don't pass the challenge, you get a refund. You know,
and that's one of the hardest things. Finding people to pass the challenge. Yeah. There's a lot of people failing challenges out there. Yeah. They'll tie you up for months. Don't get me started with these.
And that's what I say. It was so many things that I found out that were just like, man, I can't even. And I just kept avoiding it. And then I had a partner, when he sent it to me, I said, you know what? The guy that was doing the Zoom had sent me a message on Facebook about a month ago. And I ignored it because I was like, man, 2 to 4. I'm like, come on, guys. I'm not, man. So I just kicked it on out the way. And then when my man sent it to me the other day, I was like, whoa, that's the same guy. So I was listening and I'm like, wait a minute. So if I give you, and they can, he said that the max that they'll allow per person is 600,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, okay, got it. So you can realistically, you know, earn about 150% on your deposit. Obviously, if you do the 2,500, that's like 7,500 or whatever. But 2,500 for a 48% return every month, and they do have a minimal referral, like 2-level referral plan, which is cool. Yeah. You do get a percentage off the back end. So I was like, you know what? I don't have this in my portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is the new one, and based on, the guy really, all I know is what I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna test him out, and I'm gonna go in, with one of those and just and see what it's like.
Well, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you, Coach.
Yeah.
We never got a chance to talk about that. I think
Yeah.
when it was out there because it just was too much time.
Yeah.
But one of the gentlemen who I met with earlier, before that program was released to everybody out now, that was the program. One of them that we was testing out on the other side. That gentleman got paid out today. He got paid out very well.
Nice.
Yeah. That's NSF. So, and yeah, a lot of people and everything who know if the program works, it's work 100%. I'm telling y'all this right now. 100%. I can vouch for it. It's 100% payout, man, on it.
Well, good. No, that's good to know. So the only thing that I would say, and the only thing that I wanted to do was to invite, if people are interested in that, Saturday morning, I just saw in the Facebook group, because I was going to set up a call for anybody interested, Saturday morning, let's do a Zoom and I can break down everything. We can go through the Zoom call where he had the Q&A with the owner and the trader and, talking about he got 10 years experience and all those good things. Cool. Appreciate it, Kennard. So one of the things that I want to do is just invite people, because I saw that he said, hey, this is going to be a launch. So they're just launching their part of the program is going to be on Saturday morning. And they had a Zoom in the Facebook group. Okay. I just saw that today. So yeah, new kids on the block, got the experience. They've tweaked it. They've got 100%. He said they had in February, they had got about 42 people. No advertising, just kind of, testing it out. They've tweaked it to a point where 100%, they don't hit the drawdown. They, come in really low, make sure that's why the 2 to 4% a month. Yeah. Make sure they don't hit the 5. And so they said they've gotten it to a point where they're in that range. They haven't had a problem. They got 100% success rate with the challenges, phase 1, phase 2. Most people are getting multiple, 200K plans. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll jump on that. So Saturday, having a call, I'm gonna jump on that and just see how it goes, see what they talk about.
It's facts. The guy who's actually running it, I know him very well.
Yeah.
The guy who's actually doing them, know him very well. Shout out to my guy IC as well out here who knows him very well as well. So we're ecstatic because we're able to be a part of this. And we're truly thankful, man, that we're able to run these plays, man, like this. Coach, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Coach. We have to make sure we get Coach off of his phone.
Yeah.
I don't want to have Coach wife and everything, man, coming after me. I know what time it is, especially for Coach. Listen, y'all make sure y'all give Coach some love. Send Coach some love. Make sure y'all tap in with Coach. Please go ahead and follow him on YouTube at Coach at Rashid Next Level. Rashid Next Level on YouTube. If you guys need to reach out to him, make sure you guys reach out to that. He keeps all of his information in there where you guys can reach out to him for that and really tap in where you guys can get a hold of him in his Telegram group. He kind of usually uses that for private people, man, and private plays, man, kind of close net. But make sure you guys stay tapped in. You guys need to reach out to him. Make sure you guys reach out to him. He puts his information in there and he's able to get a hold of. But thank you, Coach. For this 2 hours. I told you we was going to be 2 hours. You gave a lot of information. You got like, hey, Coach, we got to stop. We got to stop. I got you better be in trouble for your wife, man, as well. But we really want to thank you. We really want to thank you for this. This was about to help people and show people that there are other ways. Thank you and everything, man. JN Star, that's one of your guys, man.
Yeah, my man.
Thanks, Coach Lambo. Appreciate you, brothers. Listen, we truly appreciate you guys, man, for tapping in here on this Leverage Show on tonight on all the information that was actually dropped. So we really, really, really thank you. Thank you, Miss Sonjay Jones. Thank you for this information. Shout out to you and everything, man, for tapping in on the broadcast. Truly blessed us. That goes my guy, Issa, man. Great. Thank you, Coach. Issa was excited about this. And I told you, truly excited. I told you he's in on that last play. So know the guy personally, man, who's actually doing it and how it's actually structured. So shout out to y'all on that. We're gonna talk even off air about that one, man. That's a blessing, man, helping change people's lives. So shout out to you, Issa. Shout out to you, Kennard Haney, man. Thank you, Coach. Showing love, man. You already know he's gonna show love as much as possible. Shout out to you. Thank you. Larry says I'm in. You already know he's in. He's gonna make it happen and do it what it do. So shout out to you, Larry the Line, man, for definitely tapping in and being in, man. Thank you for that. Kennard Haney says shout out to your son, Jay Jones, my guy. He already know. Hey, showing love and everything, man. Truly, that's a blessing and everything, man, on this broadcast. Listen, Coach, 2 hours and 10 minutes. We love you. We thank you. Make sure they catch this on replay and they reach out to you and come show you some love. Really tap in with you. Really, I genuinely want everyone from this broadcast to tap in with you. Thank you, Freddie B, because I told you we was going to bring a lot of information and a lot of heat tonight. And Coach is going to do it in record timing. All right? So, Coach, you coming back. You coming back for sure. My brother is always blessing. Thank you, man. My guy, Diddy's Chicken and Cat Shack. You know what time it is. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. My baby been talking about that, showing love. QP say thank you, Coach. They all show love. You already know. By the way, Coach, your book is great. He's showing love to you, man. You already know.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Wow.
Get that book, man, and tap in with Coach with that. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on Instagram, man. Coach is on Instagram as well. Coach, what is it? Rashid 10X, I think?
Rashid Z619.
Rashid Z619. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram and Facebook if he can. Facebook, you can go. You wanted to tap in. I hope so. If not, you understand, they'll get it on the back end. By the way, Coach, your book is great. Thank you. Thank you, Drew and the Johnson family. Hey, man, anytime, man. Trace. Thank you, brother, man. This is what we're here for. Listen, we love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Y'all have an amazing night. We blessing Coach. Coach, go with your family. Go with peace. Tell the wife that we say the big hello from the lady, man. You guys make sure y'all tap in, man. We bringing Coach back next time. Don't worry about it. He ain't gonna stay. He ain't gonna stay. And he can stay a little longer next time, but he ain't gonna stay and everything, man. Past his curfew and stuff like that. Right. Coach, thank you, man. Listen, y'all have a great night, man. Thank each and every single one of y'all. Stay tapped in and everything, man. Right here on the Leverage Show, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, Tuesdays and Thursday nights. We are right here making sure we're changing lives and changing people, man, one show at a time, man. We love y'all. Take care. God bless y'all. Have an amazing night. We out of here.